My name is Phoebe Hayes, and I am the managing editor, so I'm involved in pretty much every aspect of the production night.
My name is Sonika Nayak, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Daily Texan. Production night is, it happens every night. Mondays and Thursdays happens in person, and it's when we gear up to produce the paper for the next day.
The story goes from the reporter's computer to the printed paper that is in the newspaper boxes the next morning.
Ideas are generated through the pitching process, so reporters or columnists or individual staffers will pitch ideas to their department head.
If it's not an issue, then you'll waste your time.
So that's when the story ideas are born and presented to department heads, and then they're kind of filtered at that point, and then for the next roughly week-ish amount of time, the story is created and worked on.
The department heads will then, select those ideas and bring them to our sort of department-wide maestro meetings on Sundays. There, they, tell those ideas to Phoebe and I, and we kind of get to hear them. They're always wonderful. We have such a wide array of content that gets produced every week. And then after Maestro, it gets set, to be published on specific days. And then every day after that, there's a budget meeting, which is just a quick meeting at 5 o'clock to kind of recount what's coming in for the night. After budget, that story will get dropped, and what that kind of means is it'll either go to our D&I department when it's done.
And sometimes it goes back and forth between the reporter and the department head. There's kind of that's sort of like a working relationship.
But when it gets dropped, it'll get dropped either to D&I if it's a more sensitive story, or to our copy department. And all stories go through copy eventually, so it'll go from D&I to copy, and copy has copy 1 and copy 2, after which it will go to management. So me, Phoebe, or one of the AMEs will look at the stories. I always look at opinion, and then they look at the rest. And then after that, if it's a flipbook night, we will do page edits, which means that after design gets the page all designed and works all their magic, they print it out, they hand one copy to management, one copy to copy, and it gets looked over another time. And there's firsts and seconds for page edits, so we look at it one time, and then we look at the page a second time, and then after that, we are good to go. And then after all the pages are in, Phoebe or another management member will call the printer, and then we will be set to go. On online days, it's a little bit different. After something gets yellowed by management, there's no page edits because the content just gets published up online.
How long does it take to make a finished paper?
Oh my goodness. Well, roughly a week from the, birth of the idea of a story to the newspaper box, but production night itself is actually roughly 6 or 7 hours from 5 p.m. to about midnight.
I've done this a few times now, so I feel like as the time has passed, I've become more confident about production.
So I am a little bit nervous, but I'm super confident in our team, and I think that everything is going to be okay. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit stressed about it.
I would say emotions, when we come in, I would say we were all very determined at 5 to get the day and the night started. I definitely feel tired at some points. There's definitely the pressure of time, so sometimes we have to work very quickly.
It's stressful, but it's also fun, but it's also overwhelming, and sometimes it's frustrating, but it's also exciting, kind of. It's a roller coaster of everything. All of the emotions that you could probably have are kind of happening during production night.
Yeah, how are you kind of feeling out of a 10 right now?
Like a 5 or 6. I'm just tired.
So what have y'all been doing the past few hours?
Where Jonathan just left, we were looking through some pictures he took from a basketball game, just like uploading stuff to the server, looking through pictures, getting critiques, stuff like that.
Alright, how are you feeling?
Good. It's a long night, a lot to do still, so yeah.
How much do you have to do? How much do you have left?
I have 4 pages, I think, so I'm almost done with 1. So 2 more. 2 are due at 10, and then the others are due at midnight, so there's still a bit of time.
Production's going well, and we're looking at page edits now, so we're like 70% of the way towards making a whole flip book.
Awesome. How much more work do you have after this?
We'll probably be working until midnight. Usually we are.
So is this kind of a typical workload for a production night?
It's kind of abnormal because we're in the process of producing 2 flip books, one for regular consumption and one for South by Southwest. But our production's pretty smooth still.
I feel like a 6.
Why is that?
I'm just kind of tired.
How long have you been here?
Like 3 hours now.
So how much progress have you made on what you've been working on?
I'm almost done with everything. Probably gonna leave soon.
Cool. What have you been working on so far?
A couple illustrations for the newspaper and the page for comics.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how are you feeling like current like satisfaction-wise for how your work today went, or even at the moment?
10.
I'm feeling like if 10 is stressed and about to cry, I'm probably like a 6. Earlier in the night, I was like a 9.5. So it's gotten better, but there just is always a problem. But we're not gonna miss deadline, and Juliana's working really hard to get us in on time, and it'll be fine. Everything's gonna be okay.
Hi, it's 9:35 right now. So where are you kind of sitting out of a 10?
We are. Oh, my number. As you can tell, my faculties of hearing have gone. I'm at about a 4 or 5 energy-wise, but that seems about right for where we're at in the night.
The best part of the night, I think, is calling the printer and saying, we're all in. How does it look? And the printer is like, yep, you're all in. It looks great. Because we've done our job. Everything is, good to go. It's very draining and at times overwhelming and, the roller coaster of emotions. But yeah, no, I love it.